Yeah, I bought Pokemon X, and it's coming today.
Oh, wait. Right. Right.
What, Amazon?
The last one I played was Sun and Moon.
Yeah,
That's
it.
I was just like, why would you get X?
because I haven't played it.
X is a good. X and Y are good.
Well, I know.
X and Y are actually
I know
pretty
that.
good.
I'm just saying, like, it's old.
I know, but like, it's not one of those games that I can like. It's not like Heart Gold and Soul Silver, where I can just kind of be like, well, I've already played that.
Yeah. I was also gonna say, Pokemon's not one of those games where you have to play the new one because it's the same game every time, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, like, I like seeing the change in story and like location in Pokemon.
Yeah, like if you're interested in like the new places and the new Pokemon and all that stuff, and the new characters, then yeah, sure, check it out. But I'm like, for me, I only really care about the first maybe 3 generations. Like I played up till Sun and Moon, but I only really liked the first 3.
I just need it to be confirmed that I can find a Cyndaquil in Sword and Shield.
Well, we don't know yet.
Yeah, I know.
Nintendo
I'm worried
sure.
because that's all I care about. I just want to catch a Cyndaquil and make that my main Pokemon.
All I ever do is try to catch Pikachus.
I'm sure there will be plenty of Pikachus.
Pikachus
In this
and
game.
Eevee.
There's no way they're not going to put Pikachu or Eevee in the game.
Yeah, especially since they just did Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
Like-
I'm a little sad that Eevee couldn't evolve, but it's okay.
Oh well.
Sad pandas.
You just have to wait for a real Pokemon game to come out.
Can't get one of my favorite Pokemon, which is Jolteon.
I can't get my absolute favorite Pokemon, which is Umbreon. But my second favorite Pokemon is Eevee, so it's okay.
Sure, like I'll make do. You know,
Yeah.
my favorites are my favorites are Cyndaquil, Jolteon, and Farfetch.
Fucking Farfetch. Give him the fucking leak.
Yep.
Talk about the most like nothing Pokemon, Farfetch. Like
I absolutely love Farfetch. Absolutely.
so weird. Like it has nothing. Like there's no evolution. I don't even think it has. It has like one.
It's
unique move.
It's
I think.
got nothing.
It.
Absolutely nothing. But
You know what
It's
it does
totally not
have?
viable.
You know what it does have? It has its own anime episode, and it has its own item. And that's all that
Yeah.
matters.
yeah,
I remember as a kid, I thought Farfetch was the coolest because he just didn't give a fuck. He had like a weapon.
yeah, he gave no fucks, and he used Leak as a weapon, and we walk around going five,
He would
five,
just
bitch,
smack.
five.
Yeah, he was like smack the shit out of everybody, and but
He had his own little jaunty tune every time he walked around because he did left,
Anyway.
left, right, left. But
fuck Farfetch.
but saying Farfetch,
We should probably sync.
we probably should sync. Hey,
Oh yeah,
let's go ahead and sync up at 5 minutes. All right.
yeah.
I'll cut this part out, but hey, everybody, we're syncing. And we're back. Alrighty. But yeah, no. Like, I'm just worried about not being able to get my favorite Pokemon. Because I'm like...
Well, another thing Disney, or not Disney, fuck, Nintendo.
You got your hate trains mixed up there.
You know what? You know what's funny is Nintendo's basically Japan's Disney.
Well, they're video game Disney, basically.
Mhm.
But, so Nintendo was like,
No.
not Nintendo,
Okay,
Game Freak,
actually,
technically,
no,
was
no.
like, there's not enough, what?
Nintendo is what Disney wishes it was. EA is Disney. They buy everything out, and they try...
because Disney and Nintendo are like this, like they put out like games for kids, like
Yeah,
put out stuff like
yeah,
basically for
I
children,
guess so.
children to families.
see,
the other people who are always like,
you know what?
because Nintendo does that too. Nintendo has a bunch of properties they just buy up too.
Oh, do they? Okay. All right, then
Dude.
yeah.
Yeah, look at
Pokemon.
But Nintendo was like, Game Freak was like, the reason there's not going to be, you will not be able to get every Pokemon in this new game because it's one, they kept saying it was too much work, which is not true because they basically future-proofed the models in Sun and Moon. It's just a bunch of shit to where it's like, you guys are just bullshit. You either just don't want to do the work or something went wrong. You don't want to tell everybody what happened.
I mean, I was talking about this with Keon, and it might end up just being file size.
Well, that's why they did this. They did that for Sun and Moon. I think it was Sun and Moon. Like, if you played it, you would notice that the fucking frame rate would drop because all the models were too much for the DS to handle.
Yeah. Well, it's just like it might be one of those things where they can't physically put it on the cartridge.
Yeah.
I mean,
Which
I don't
would
know.
be totally fine if they were just like, yeah, we can't put it all on the cartridge.
Because they got like what 900 of the fuckers now.
Oh yeah,
1,000
it's
or
crazy.
something.
It's ridiculous.
Or you know what?
And And here's the thing, like, people are like, oh, I can't get my fucking blankety-blank Pokemon in there. I don't give a fuck, really. If, like, to me, you shouldn't be able to get every single Pokemon in all these regions. You shouldn't, like, it's fine to me that the games can't fit them all. Like, let these games stand on their own, you know? Let this region stand on its own. I don't need fucking every starter from all the previous games and every legendary from all the previous games and every fucking top-tier Pokemon from all the previous games in this new game. Just give me a good game, you know?
Like, the one thing I can see is, like, say, if they're not going to have every Pokemon, give us a list, or give us a thing where you can select the Pokemon you want to have. Like, you'd be like, okay, these are the ones that I want in the game, and then autofill the rest.
That would be interesting if they, like, downloaded something from the eShop.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, just like...
Well, they have Pokemon Home, but people can't get their Pokemon in the new game with it, so it's more like Pokemon Hell because they're just stuck there.
Yeah, so like that's all I'm saying is like if it's a size issue where you can't fit all the Pokemon like in the on the cartridge, make a list where you can select the Pokemon you want in the game and then autofill the rest, so that way like you can get the ones that you want possibly, and then everything else is just whatever's supposed to be there.
Well, they can only put in what they have the models for, what they put in the thing already.
Well, what I'm saying is if they make as much, like if they were to make all the Pokemon, right, but it doesn't fit on the cartridge.
But according to them, they're not.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
And they can't even put them on there.
Well,
is what they're saying.
I know that's what they're saying. I'm saying what they could do if it's a size issue, like Derek was saying, like there's too much data to put on the cartridge, right? Is what instead of putting all the Pokemon on there, you choose your select few, and then whatever else can fit will get put on there.
That's basically the same as just having all the Pokemon.
Yeah.
Which they can't do.
No.
Which they cannot do.
No.
Which we just said they cannot do.
You don't have to load them all. Okay. You don't have to load them all in, is what I'm saying.
So, I think I understand both sides of this argument, because what Kaz is saying is he wants Cyndaquil, Jolteon, and fucking Leak Monster, and
Leak Monster,
and that would be part of his storage, and everything else would just be filled up with random bullshit. But the thing is that they can't do that if they just ship the cartridge, because everyone's gonna want different Pokemon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can't you do that with DLC though?
Yeah, but that's not what. Like, that's why I was understanding what you were saying. But that's not what you were saying.
Okay, my bad. I was saying the cartridge gives you the ability to access the DLC. Is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. If they do it late, like they put out stuff later, then you could try that. Which is what they do with like X and Y and Sun and Moon, where they would have events where they would just give you.
Yeah,
Pokemon.
I'm not saying later though. I'm saying like they make it all like I'm saying if it's not a time thing, but a size issue is what I'm saying. Where it's all the Pokemon. Listen, okay, I'm gonna rephrase this. All the Pokemon are on the cloud. Every single Pokemon is in the cloud, right? DLC cloud, right? Mm-hmm. You get the cartridge. There are no Pokemon on the cartridge. It's just the game, right? And then you download the texture packs and everything from the cloud.
What the shit? Hold up. We're getting into too much. It's a fucking Pokemon game, dude. We're not trying to download texture packs and have nothing in the game until you decided. Nobody wants to do that bullshit.
No one does. But I'm saying, if that's the issue, that the size is the issue, alright, there's the fix. It's a terrible fix. Yes, I get it.
That's a ridiculous solution to a problem that...
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's a little much. Like, it's a little crazy to be like, alright, don't put anything in the game. Wait till it, like.
Well, it's not. It's not like nothing in the game. Like obviously, you get your things are guaranteed to be.
Because then what if you just don't connect to the internet at all or whatever? Well, you don't download the Pokemon. You just have what's already in the game.
Fuck your $60.
Then you're fucked. Yeah, you're fucked.
So, absolutely. I think the workaround for that would be to like just send the game how it's coming now, and then on top of that, allow for it to connect to the internet and be like, hey, I want these Pokemon in the game, and this is what I want downloaded to the cartridge or downloaded to my Switch memory base.
Yeah,
and then you can access it from there.
See, okay, so if they had the game with all of it, the base Pokemon in it, and then they had like, here's the Kanto region pack, and here's the Johto region pack, and here's the Hoenn region pack. That would make more sense to me.
That's a good solution. Yeah,
instead of just picking and choosing from each place.
Mine was a little
randomly.
ridiculous. Yeah, that's a much better reason.
You just wanted to customize your fucking your games, man.
I just wanted.
It's like all this super complicated shit. It's just like, it doesn't need to be that difficult.
$5 for a DLC pack. Let's go.
Yep, yeah, there you go.
Well, I mean, it's Nintendo, so it's not going to be $5.
It's like $15 to $20. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the only way I would pay for that is if it came with all of the bullshit from like Leaf Green and Fire Red and
the only way I would pay for that is if I had to still go catch the Pokemon.
Oh yeah,
I don't want to
I think what game did that? I want to say there's a game that you can basically transfer Pokemon over, and it transfers over to like a almost Safari Zone type place, and you would just walk into the grass, and it would just be your Pokemon, and you would just throw a ball and immediately capture it.
Gotcha.
Oh, that was Diamond.
Is that what it was? Yeah.
Yeah, because that was the way to get all the Pokemon from like Emerald and Fire Red into the game.
Yeah.
Which
I thought that was fine. Yeah, I like that.
I just don't like the fact. Like, I don't like the idea that you buy Pokemon.
I mean, $60.
Well, no, I meant like. I meant like, okay, you go to the eShop and like, I want the Kanto region pack. You go into your game and they're all in your little Bill's box or whatever it's called. Bill's PC, that's what it's called.
Dude,
I mean, it hasn't been Bill's PC in like 10 years.
Oh, well,
it changes with every game cost.
Okay. Well, I haven't played since Crystal.
Yeah, that would do it. Too much fucking Pokemon puzzle.
I don't even think it was Bill's PC in Crystal.
It was Bill's PC in Crystal.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was still Johto.
That's true, yeah.
Because that's all. I haven't played since Crystal, so I mean, this is gonna be my first Pokemon game, so I'm kind of excited, and then probably not gonna play the game ever.
Do you even own a Switch?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He beat my ass in fucking
Smash.
Yeah, that one.
I told him he's lost forever now.
Yeah, I was winning until he bought a Switch, and then I lost.
I guess I don't know how I feel about Sword and Shield. I don't know, man.
You've been hurt by Pokemon for like the last like couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, because it's not even like Sun and Moon were bad. They were just
it wasn't what you're looking for.
Just kind of boring, you know. It wasn't. It didn't have that adventurous spirit like the previous games did. So
that's why I'm kind of excited about the open. Oh, go ahead, Dirk.
No, go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm kind of excited for the open world stuff.
Yeah,
I'm playing through Ultra Sun right now, and I finished I think all of the boss kahunas or whatever they're called, like the gym leaders.
The kahunas.
And because the police guy is the last one, right? The like really creepy police guy.
I'm not sure for Ultra Sun and Moon since I only played regular Sun and Moon.
Yeah, but I just beat him, and there was a huge fucking spike in difficulty for him. I don't know if this was in the original game, but like everyone else's Pokemon were like level like 30 something, and you fight him like I shit you not, probably 15 minutes later, and his shit's like 44. And it just one shot my ass.
See, I didn't have that. I don't really ever have issues with difficulty spikes in Pokemon games because usually my first Pokemon is already fully evolved by the time I hit the first gym.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot you actually like doing pointless grinding.
Yeah, we both do.
I can't stand that shit.
Because I just like to crush. I just like to be done with it. You know, like usually there's already enough shit I gotta deal with in these games, so it's like I don't want to have to deal with getting one shotted by somebody's fucking Miltank rolling out on me every fucking turn. So I'm just gonna destroy them in one shot. You know,
Miltank use rollout. Oh shit, my Pokemon's at 15 HP. Time to switch. Miltank use rollout. Ah shit, my Pokemon's at 15 HP. Time to switch.
Yeah,
but I beat him, and I'm in like the Aether Foundation base right now. So that's interesting.
I did like that stuff. I did like the stuff with that lady and her kids.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Like the dude who has the weird Pokemon. It's like a fucking weird chimera of shit. The edgy rival guy. I can't remember his name. He's got like the weird hair over one half of his face.
Yeah,
I can't remember
Gladion.
his fucking name. Yeah. I liked all like the villain stuff in that game because that villain was actually kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But
X and Y has Team Plasma, right? Where they're like against Pokemon abuse.
No, Team Plasma is.
Oh, is that Black and White?
X and I think Team Plasma is Diamonds and Pearl.
Which one's Black and White? Is that the dude with
Black
the,
and White is. Jack, I don't want to forget because I know what you're talking about. There's the guy who's like the he has like a different Pokemon team every single time because he releases a Pokemon. I'm pretty sure that is Black and White with the Pokemon activist or whatever, and then X and Y is the weird guy who was like the king from 1,000 years ago who used a super weapon to kill everybody.
Jesus.
Yeah, the villains kind of escalate a little bit, and and they're kind of weird.
I miss the days when Team Rocket just wanted some money.
Yeah, like I still think Giovanni to me is the coolest villain. Like he's
corporate stooge. He's just corporate.
Right. Yeah, he's the big corporate bad guy. Yeah, and then you find him in the gym, and you're like, oh, this is the shit. But
I think that was the coolest reveal for me when I first played Pokemon was the fact that the gym leaders weren't all just good people.
Right. Yeah, you had like bad guys in there too.
Yeah.
Mike,
it's like, wow, this is like the real world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, you want just enough real world where you can be like down to earth, but you don't want enough where you feel like you're still living.
I want it to be relatable, but at the same time, I want the good guys to win.
It's like, yeah,
which is completely unrelatable.
Yeah, that's 100%. I mean, it's not unrelatable, but most of the time, it's not.
It's not realistic.
Yeah,
dude. I live in America. We haven't been the good guys since like 1945.
I was gonna say, like the good guys will win, but when you look up as a good guy, you still see the smog in the sky.
Yeah.
You're like, I won, but our Earth is still fucked.
What's new? Actually, that was probably one of the... I really got to go back and beat Sapphire, like the new versions of Sapphire and Ruby.
Oh, dude, they're so fucking good, dude. They're so good.
I've heard.
They're my favorite Pokemon game, straight up. Like they like it's already my favorite generation, and then they take all the shit I loved in that generation and just up it to 11. So fucking good.
Sapphire's the one right after Crystal, right?
Perfect games. Yeah. Yeah, they're after yeah, it's like right after.
Yeah, I would have to say those are probably the peak of where I was interested in Pokemon, because after that it was just like, oh, what are you doing? Those aren't Pokemon.
Yeah. Well, I've said it before. Like the first 3 games are like almost like the perfect trilogy of games. Like the first one is like simple, okay, whatever. Second one is like the first one but more, and the third one is something completely different. Where you're going somewhere new, doing new Pokemon.
Yeah.
So I liked how the Johto games had you go back to Kanto.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah.
And I think you can do that in Sapphire and Ruby too, right? Like the
no,
ones.
You cannot. No. You are you're Justin Hoenn in those games.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Because it's too far away. They even mention it that it's like really, really far away from Johto and Kanto.
The other thing I'm excited for for the new Pokemon games, the Sword and Shield, is it's European.
Oh yeah, because you're a big Europe boy.
I am a big Europe boy. Like Scottish is one of my favorite accents, or I should say Irish is one of my favorite accents. Scottish is my next favorite. I just can't understand Scottish, so I default to Irish.
I think it's another reason I'm not super interested in Sword and Shield is because I just find all that shit boring.
Gotcha.
It like a lot of stuff's played out. A lot of like the European medieval type shit is played out. So kind of like if it was like I don't know, like a game set in Brazil or something, or like a Brazil based place or something. Like just something that isn't like just kind of typical samey easy shit. Because that's why I did appreciate that about Sun and Moon is that it was like on a weird Hawaii island. Yeah. So
I want to see.
I like the change in like. I like how different it is.
Yeah.
Even if the game was pretty easy, I like how different it was, and I like a lot of the redesigns.
How would you feel about a rainforest or like a tundra or something?
Well, I mean, those have been in the games before.
Okay, again,
I don't think the issue was that like Alola was like big enough to just be like Hawaii essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And have a bunch of Hawaiian settings and like, or maybe it's like island settings and they're taking inspiration from like other shit.
Yeah.
But, like, I feel like there aren't a lot of places around the world where you can be like, yeah, this is good enough to make an entire game out of.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Like, maybe you could do Brazil because it's just fucking huge.
And it
that's what I mean.
It
Like,
has a giant rainforest in it.
It does.
Like, just take like a culture and then use that as inspiration for your game.
You know what I'd really like to see at some point?
Mm.
I would really like to see, like, them go back to, like, the original Pokemon trainers where they didn't use Pokeballs or anything and you just had to, like, subdue them.
Oh yeah, just fucking hit the shit out of me. Like, you're on my team now.
Yeah.
Or, like,
they
create a bond with
they
them.
talk about that in the games. Yeah, they talk about that. There's a what is it called? It's like Pokemon Ranger or something.
Yeah, where you use
don't-
the stylus.
Yeah, you don't capture them. You like use the stylus to circle them, and then they like become friendly or whatever.
Yeah, you fucking let it rip with a Beyblade and then they become friendly.
Yeah. Yo, what's it called? I just imagine what's it called Pokken, but with humans versus Pokemon. You just have Jin.
Jeez.
Dude, I actually fucking love Pokemon Tournament.
I'd be all over it. I never played it because it was on the fucking Wii U.
It's on
Never
Switch
got
too.
one. Is it?
Yeah.
But yeah, like
I suck
reason
dick at
is-
it, but it is fun.
I just imagine like what's it called Hihachi with like a what's it called a Hitman top, or yeah, just like going up, electrocuting the Hitman top until he starts spitting on his head.
Oh man, I don't know, man. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that they've set up in the Pokemon lore that they could still touch on, and I would be like pretty interested.
Yeah, that's the thing that disappoints me is that it feels like they hint at a lot of stuff and they kind of like mention it, but then they're like, nah, fuck that, let's go to Europe. You know?
Yeah,
They kind of just ignore some of the more interesting stuff they touch on.
I feel like it's intentional though, because you don't want to really like spell out all of your shit, or else all the mystery's gone.
True, because Dark Souls is the same thing where it's like
Dark Souls is like the story's incomprehensible, and if it was,
Yeah.
if you could understand it, it would be boring.
because in Red, you know, all the Mewtwo stuff, it never really
Yeah,
like
and then
directly
on
tells
top
you.
of
But
that-
you read a lot of stuff and you're like, this is really really cool. I wonder what happened here. You know.
And then like all the talk about how Red or not Red, who's the master in like the Crystal games and whatnot. Like,
What do you mean?
because you know how like you fight the Elite Four, and then there's that one person at the very end.
Oh, that is red.
that is Red.
Oh, the champion.
Yeah,
That is red.
Oh no, well he's not the champion. He is the at the end of Crystal and at the end of the second generation, you can go on Mount Silver
Yeah.
and Red is just chilling up there
but like
looking for a battle.
the fun part about that was the fact that you could talk to a bunch of people and they're all like, oh, there's this one really powerful trainer who like disappeared into the mountains or yada yada yada.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they talk about him. It was like, yeah, he's this fucking huge badass. I think even I don't want to call him Gary, but he's Blue in those games. He's the new gym leader for Giovanni's old gym.
Oh, that's cool.
He like mentions him and he's like, yeah, you're tough, but you're not as tough as this guy.
Yeah, and I love that thing where you're like, wait, there's something better than me out there.
Yeah.
I
remember when I first found that in the game. Like I was just fucking around. Like I knew nothing. I knew nothing.
Did you do what I did and got wrecked?
Yeah, I was nowhere near prepared.
Well, isn't there like a
was
jump of like 20 something levels?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has to like his Pikachu was like level 80 something.
Yeah, it's either 80 or 75. I can't remember.
And his the rest of his Pokemon are like in the 60s. And I think the strongest Pokemon you fight up to that point is like in the 50s.
Yeah.
So you gotta prepare.
Yeah, I've been watching videos on it because like I've never actually beaten so I've beaten Sapphire and I've beaten like Leaf Green 100%, but I never beat I have an original Silver thing, like original Silver cartridge, but the battery's dead, so I can't like save on it. And I have Soul Silver somewhere. I thought I brought it down with me, but I think it's still in my my childhood home somewhere. But
Yeah.
fucking like I haven't beat those games, and like seeing all the shit they put into Soul Silver, I was like, fuck, where's my cartridge? I was like, I know I have it. And the
Wait
worst
till
part,
you play Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. 'Cause
Yeah.
they got a ton of shit.
and then I was like, fuck. And then I looked online, I'm like, well, maybe I can just buy another one. And then like, that shit's expensive.
Yeah, because Nintendo for whatever reason the price on their shit never drops. Like it takes forever.
Well, it's like, I was looking at just like I didn't want to buy like the Pokewalk or whatever because I'm just like this is whatever. I don't need that.
Oh, yeah, I used to own one of those.
But
I think I have an Eevee still trapped in one of those.
it's probably like level 100 now.